Want to know why? Ask how. Howard the Humongous. The initial Republican debates have revealed something very interesting. We humans are like rats on a hot plate. When you take 7 rats, and you put them together on a hot plate, and you turn up the heat and it begins to sizzle their little feet, what do? They immediately go through something we now call quorum sensing. They figure out who the weakest rat on the place is, and they beat the bejesus out of him. Humans are hierarchical animals. They are arranged in dominance hierarchies. Dominance hierarchies you see among chickens, lizards, and lobsters. What does a dominance hierarchy mean? If you're the top chicken, if you're the beta chicken in the bunch, you get to go first at the trough, the food, and you get to pick on every other chicken in the bunch. If you want to peck on somebody, you can peck on anybody you want. Chicken number 2, on the other hand, doesn't get to peck on you. She only gets to peck on all of the chickens below her. Chicken number 3 doesn't get to peck on you and doesn't get to peck on chicken number 2, but she can peck on every single chicken below her. The chickens in the middle can't peck at half the chickens in the group, but they can pick at the other half, the bottom chickens in the group. And how do chickens take out their frustrations? How do mice take out their frustrations? They take out their frustrations by stomping on somebody below them. The presidential election looks like it's going to turn into a stomping contest. Who can stomp the hardest and who it's permissible to stomp. The Republicans made very clear a whole bunch of stomping targets in their first debates. Those included Iran, and by the way, some of these are really valid targets. Iran, ISIS, immigrants, people in public workers in unions, folks on entitlements, Planned Parenthood, gays who want to marry, the teachers union, Obamacare, government employees and progressives. All of those it was permissible to stomp. It was most popular to stomp Iran and ISIS. And of course, we're leaving out somebody, Barack Obama. The major meaning of this presidential debate was this is a bullying contest. Who does all the stomping? Who stomps on the most people? The guy on top, the biggest bully in the bunch. Once upon a time, Chris Christie had the entire bullying franchise to himself 2 years ago. Then Donald Trump entered the stage. And Donald Trump was trying to show that he could bully absolutely anybody, that he could come out on top of absolutely anybody. Chris Christie, yeah, he can bully people, but he can't claim to be a billionaire. The big problem is this. Donald Trump says he's going to fight for America, but Donald Trump is a bully who stomps on people. Someday he's going to stomp on you. Someday he's going to stomp on you and me. How do we know that? Because one of the moderators asked Donald Trump about his 4 bankruptcies. The phone, forgot to turn this off. Let's turn the sound off. There we go. Okay, so Donald Trump had 4 bankruptcies and said, the moderator, you're claiming that you can run an economy. You're claiming that you can grow an economy. How can you grow an economy if you've had 4 bankruptcies? And Donald Trump said, hey, something you don't understand about bankruptcies. Yeah, when I go into bankruptcy, there are a whole bunch of lenders who gave me a whole bunch of money, and I don't pay them back, period. I stiff them. But the fact is, these aren't nice guys. These guys are killers. In other words, the same people that Donald Trump had in all probability been flattering and cozying up to in order to get his loans, he later turned on and thought they were the scum of the earth and they deserved the treatment he gave them. They deserved to be stiffed, utterly. Someday, the person that Donald Trump is going to be perfectly willing to stiff in order to come out the winner. Because remember, Donald Trump is not about winning for America. Donald Trump is not winning for you and me. Donald Trump is all about winning for Donald Trump. So someday, the person Donald Trump is going to be willing to stop is going to be you, or it's going to be me. This is Howard the Humongous speaking to you from the future, that it's your job and my job to make. Or, want to know why? Ask how. And now for that insidious, sneaky, appalling, alarming, difficult, impossible little off button. I think I've found it.